Hallo und willkommen zurück bei Pathologic 2 Marble Nest. Wir wollten der lieben Aspety einen Besuch abstatten und einmal mit ihr reden und schauen, was sie da so in diesem Bereich der Stadt vorhat und ob wir das cool finden. Da ist sie. Kann ich dir noch Sachen wegnehmen vorher? Nein. Gut. Schauen wir mal.
Shapeless ghouls walk in stolen guises.
Hello, Doctor. What did you dream of today? Können ruhig offen und ehrlich zu ihr sein, glaube ich. I dreamed I dreamed that an outbreak would happen here today. The plague itself came to me wearing an orderly's outfit and gave me time until the evening. No matter, it sounds stupid when I say it out loud. I need a dream hook. Try to remember the mood, if only for a second. This is crucial. Then, in your mind's eye, imagine a single detail that seemed pivotal to you. Just don't try to invent anything new. Remember it. Then I'll be able to see your dream as if it was mine. Whew. The mood. And then in your mind's eye, imagine a single detail that seemed pivotal to you. Ich meine, sie war von Bedeutung. I remember you. You were there in my dream, telling me I failed to understand something. You're missing the point, Doctor, and I think you also tend to mix up death and plague, which are actually not the same. You mix up death, death, and death, but they are not the same. You can't even tell death from death. Not the same. How many different words did I use? One. Are you telling me they sounded different to you? The thing that came to you tonight was death, not death as you thought. It wants you to understand why it haunts you, and it won't take you in until you do. It's as simple as that. I see. So, was I supposed to just accept everything and meekly go belly up? No. If you agree to die without understanding, you will simply cease to exist. I doubt that would be of interest to you, and it would definitely be pointless to your visitor, and it would never do anything unless it has a point. Death literally is a cessation of existence. I've been studying it all my life. I know what I'm talking about. This is precisely why I can't just take you in. You're blind. You don't know the first thing about it. Death is not the end. Not at all. Would you like me to prove it to you? You're a doctor. You'd easily see through any act. Watch me die properly. When it knocks, simply open the door. Uff. Was würde der Bachelor denn da jetzt sagen? schwanke zwischen dem ersten und dem zweiten. Ich glaube, dass es soweit offen wäre, das zu sagen. Alright, let's take a look at your proof. Okay. What the fuck? According to the dream teller, death can be proper or improper. She promised to teach me how to die properly.
You have an only child's cold eyes.
You are far from cowardly, Doctor. Mulish, though. Your head is stuffed with science, your eyes soon shut. You will walk this path time and again, until every last bit of your resolve wears off. And who are you without it? Who would need you? Who is behind that door? Death, obviously. Well, luckily for us, it's still locked out. As for you, your place is across the river.
I never wanted to come to this wretched town.
I cannot die right now. Whatever waits for me on the other side, I simply cannot afford to take risks. Okay. Schau mal kurz bei dem Haus mit den Kindern vorbei. Zwar wäre das zu unserer Linken in einem Hof, I guess, nicht direkt in einem Haus. Shrew. Well, have you collected them? Collected what? The nuts. You promised to get us nuts. Promised? When? I've never seen you before. Oh God, it's true what they say. What can you expect from a hog but a grunt? Alright, whatever. You've never seen me before. I'll go with that. Kind Uncle Doctor, can you get me some nuts, pretty please? I need them so badly, and actually, so do you. Even worse than me. I need it worse than you? You don't know what you're saying, young lady. Wrong. You need the keys, don't you? The keys to this house. I mean the one where everybody's dying. But unless you bring me nuts, you'll get no lockpicks. None at all. Got it? What? People are dying inside this house? What makes you think so? I don't want to talk about it. I'm scared. Let Sleepyhead tell you. I see. Now, hand over the lockpicks. Do it, or the keys, or what have you. Let me say it again. We had a deal. You can go everywhere. I can't go anywhere. Thanks loads for that, right? That's why you give me nuts, and I give you whatever you need in exchange, like lockpicks, handmade, rare. A super luxurious product, if you ask me. Shrew war ja die Person, wo, wie heißt er? Jedes Mal vertue ich mich mit seinem Namen. Sticky gesagt hat, don't give Shrew any nuts. What I need is for you to stop hanging around with no one overseeing you. No way. And anyway, it's we who are overseeing you. You're dreaming us anyway. Got it? Nice try. Look, we'll go wherever you want us to go. We'll be good kids. But the nut deal comes first. Alright, I'll consider it. Shrew would trade nuts for lockpicks, which are the only way to get inside the suspicious house. Haben wir das irgendwie? A boy named Sticky implores me to not give nuts to a girl named True. No, not under any circumstances. Okay.
You can't touch our tower. I don't care if the grass doesn't grow. They say it's healthy.
Oh, there, Sticky, you're here.
It's just, ugh.
How's Blackie? He's fine, but his stepfather died. I have a very important thing to ask of you. Don't listen to Shrew, okay? And never give her nuts. It's all a trap, got it? Ach, wenn du es wenigstens ein bisschen mehr erklären würdest. Right. What are you lot doing here? Sleepyhead over there is waiting for the departing to depart. Soon they will. It's a game of ours. The departing? You mean someone's dying inside? A couple of good masters used to live here. Fine-tuners. Sleepyhead wants them to advise him after they die. Nuts can preserve people after death. So Shrew wants to scrounge one from Sleepyhead for you, but he won't give her any. For me? Look, just don't give nuts to Shrew, alright? Give them to me instead. I don't want you to die. You can keep living with us. Teach me, too. I want to be a doctor, you know. Das ist, soweit wir wissen, stimmt das. Ich meine, du hast ja mit dem alten Isidor Burak zusammengearbeitet. Okay, Sticky. Here, will this kind of nut do? Oh, können wir richtig einfach traden? Powder. The box seems to be filled with powder made of assorted ground pills. Is this Schmauder? Gut, nehmen wir mal. Das sind alles Sachen, um mit Kindern zu handeln. Und du hast einige gute Sachen. Vier noch. Brauchen wir Immunity Boosters? Wenn früher oder später, ja. Brauchen wir die aktuell? Antibiotika? Früher oder später, ja, aber so könnten wir uns noch einen Toast holen. Machen wir das. Okay, I traded nuts to Sticky. Sticky would even buy nuts from me, trading for useful items like bandages. Oh, das Mädchen ist jetzt verschwunden, okay. Und du bist Sleepyhead? Ja. Shrew's got the keys, not me. I don't need to go in there anyway. One can catch him from over here just fine. Catch whom? Two solid masters are dying in there right now. Siskin and Lotman. Both have been over the river, so now they're done for. That's what you get for getting carried away. Anyway, I want to collect them into nuts. I listen to them before I go to sleep, and they'll advise me. Let me check if I get everything right. What you're saying is there are two infected persons in that house, correct? Wobei, ja, das sagt er. Wollen wir da vielleicht mehr herausfinden? Aber das würde uns doch eh nicht interessieren als Bachelor eigentlich. Gehen wir mit. Let's go with this one. Nah, their props just cut himself or something. But you won't get inside anyway. The house is locked. Well, how do I unlock it? You don't. And I wouldn't tell you if I knew anyway. You'll come back here with them beakheads, drag Siskin and Lotman to the mortuary, and kick me out of here, right? So how am I going to collect them into nuts then? Nah, man. You're barking up the wrong tree if you think you can trick me like that. Collect them into nuts? What do you mean? A nut is a tricky fruit. It resonates. If you do everything properly, you can preserve a person inside. Got it? Talk to him after death and all. Through a teeny tiny hole. If he agrees to, I mean. And what if he doesn't? Well, then you wait for him to get bored. It's probably super tiresome sitting inside a nut talking to no one. Eternal life must be tedious. Yes, unless you're evolving. Behind the locked doors of one house in the Dusk District, one can hear footsteps. Wir können nochmal mit dir reden. Just don't you worry, okay? It will be over soon. glaube nicht, dass wir uns um die Sorgen machen müssen. Moment. Das ist eine merkwürdige Frage. Why is it so hot here?
You know my nerves can only take so much.
Just don't tell Shrew I warned you, right? We're good friends, actually. Ich weiß nicht, ob wir das davon immer betteln können. Do you have any bandages left or other useful supplies? Help me out, my faithful squire. Okay, das öffnet einfach nur das Traden. Oh, wir da vorhin nicht alle nicht alle ausgewählt. Nee, hätte schon gerne Immunity Boosters. Und dieses Haus ist es dann eigentlich, I guess. Aber vermutlich jetzt keine Möglichkeit für uns reinzukommen. Wer bist du denn? Oh, Shrew. So here's how it's gonna be with you, huh? Well, in that case, you're no friend of mine. What did I do to lose your favor? So when Sticky asks you for nuts, you're all too happy to run his errand and oblige, huh? And I'm second class? Do you even know why he doesn't want me to help you? No, I don't. Why? Because he doesn't want to let you pass away like normal people do. 'Cause you two are BFFs now or something. He wants to learn stuff from you. And so he clings to you, sticks to you, cures you, and generally plays doctor, moron. You need to have a pillow stuffed over your face and your soul stuffed into a nut for safekeeping. You clearly have a very kind and compassionate heart. I'll try to make do without the pillow, though, alright? This is pointless. Look, everyone hears what a person whose mind was erased by sickness looks like. You are delirious, doctor. Raving. Do you understand? You're sick, got infected with the sand plague, and so you're hallucinating. It's midnight now, and we're at your place looking after you. Uff. Wenn das stimmt, dann... Ich glaube nicht, dass es irgendwas bringt, dass wir sie irgendwohin mitnehmen. I don't feel sick at all.
There are logical discrepancies in the world.
According to Shrew, I'm delirious, hallucinating yesterday's events, and not for the first time. The kind girl wants my misery to end. The source or the carrier does not matter. What matters is discovering how to defeat the disease. How can it be done? It's not like I don't feel sorry for you. Perhaps I'll even deign to help you after all, but I'll never ever ask you for help again. No, sir. It's dangerous outside. You should all go home. Will you look at this guy, boys? Huh? He still thinks we're all standing somewhere outside. I have no intention to play games with you. Alright then, we'll go, and you won't have anyone to barter with anymore. Oh. Huh, didn't consider that. Come to think of it, there's no need for you to hurry. Okay, also die Tür konnte ich ganz normal aufmachen. Okay, aber da jetzt, you don't have a lockpick. Und wir hören hustende Leute. Hustende. Jetzt war ich kurz verwirrt, ob das überhaupt ein Wort ist. Hustende. Das kommt von ganz oben. Ja, das ist ja ein unangenehmer Mann da drin anscheinend. Anklopfen können wir ja nicht, oder? Ja, wir haben uns für Stickys Seite entschieden und jetzt müssen wir damit leben, I guess. Okay, ja, jetzt sollten wir zum Judge schauen, ist das Georgie Kane? I guess. Okay, was ist jetzt da? The shop? What shop? Confused woman. People were evicted from 3 houses yesterday. They must have left food behind. When is it going to be distributed? Evicted? How? Why? I don't know, but there may be goods inside, and those houses stand deserted anyway. So why won't they let us in? Wird sie uns das sagen, wenn wir danach fragen? Oder wird es eher dazu führen, dass Leute Häuser plündern? Weil das ist was wir vermeiden möchten. Auf der anderen Seite redet sie noch immer von Distribution und nicht sich selber holen. Und selbst wenn der Bachelor es jetzt nicht weiß, wird ja die Kathedrale zum vorübergehenden Krankenhaus oder Lager für Infizierte. Insofern, perhaps you're right. There may be food left there. I'll take a look. Which particular houses are you talking about? Who do they belong to? I don't know. Rumor has it there are soldiers standing watch by them. Even if there's no food left inside, perhaps we can at least relocate some refugees there. I mean really, doctor. My own house is so packed, there's no room to swing a cat. And you've forbidden them to go outside, too. I've forbidden everyone to go outside, yourself included, but my words seem to fall on deaf ears. The Anti-Epidemic Committee, the place to take day-to-day concerns to. Disgruntled man. What you looking at? Move along. Our business here, not yours. Wrong. As long as I'm the only doctor in this town, everything's my business. You ordered to lock the shop up yesterday, didn't ya? Well, lo and behold, 'tis locked. So why did you come? An exception, are ye? Looking for someone to bot? Looking for everyone but ye? Locked for everyone but ye. You big city fucker. It hasn't been easy on you, I know. Please, stay patient some more. Wollen nicht, dass die Leute jetzt schon austicken und uns attackieren. Disgruntled woman. You're playing with fire, big shot. If the shop ain't open in an hour, we'll tear it down. If you do, it will be your loss first and foremost. The people are starving. The children are starving. What was distributed the day before yesterday, gone now. You closed everything due to the threat of the infection. The threat is no more, so open the shop back, or we'll simply dismantle it. Our patience is running thin. Who told you the threat is no more? Dunno, but I know that the judge, Georgie Kane himself, lifted the quarantine. Wow, did he? Dann haben wir auf jeden Fall was, worüber wir mit ihm reden müssen. Unlocked the isolation ward, dismissed the orderlies. So let him open up the shop. If he doesn't, we'll break it open. 3 huge bags of millet in there, and flour too. The people know everything. It's the empty can that makes the most noise. Rumor mongering is worse than infection. It only promotes panic. If you don't open it, we'll get to you too. You got yourself special treatment, ain't you? Don't play with fire, big shot. It's you who are playing with fire now, good lady. Georgie Kane is lifting the quarantine. Why the fuck would you do that? Ah, da müssen wir rüber. Wie soll man denn da arbeiten, vernünftig, wenn Leute solche eigenmächtigen, bizarren Entscheidungen treffen? Sentry. So that's it, right? We're free to go? Why are there so few of you? Where are the rest of the guards? I left 2 platoons here. I mean, the cathedral's been opened again, so everyone's gone. Ours is the only unit left. Plover is a beast when it comes to discipline and orders. Ovan ist in der Bachelor Route die Cathedral das vorübergehende Krankenhaus? Inside, there were 36 people whose symptoms resembled those of the sand plague. What's going on? Look over here, by the entrance, see? That's Staff Sergeant Plover. Ask him. He's the one who talked to the people in charge. Until the outbreak has been curbed, I'm the person in charge. I mean, they say the threat is no more, only across the river, but the plague is dying out there too. We managed a counterattack on it, didn't we? What counterattack, soldier? Infection isn't human, you can't shoot it. Alter, was ist denn da alles falsch gelaufen? Sergeant. Staff Sergeant Plover. Contrary to the instructions of a representative of the local authorities, Judge Georgie Kane, I kept my squad on security duty. Your orders, sir. Tell me more. What happened? Well, there were 40 or so potentially infected people inside. Then yesterday they told us the outbreak had been curbed. No additional protective measures necessary. The locals even went as far as to try and break the people out of the cathedral, else they would languish in vain. The judge cancelled the quarantine. Now everyone's gone. Ich glaube, wir wissen, wo er ist. Und du bist wahrscheinlich noch da, weil du das nicht so ganz glaubst, aber fragen wir mal. Why are you still here then? Gone to this place. There, up the stairs. Go towards that beak-headed buffoon of yours and you won't miss it. In that case, I'll go and have a word with him. Wo ist er denn? Der da hinten oder drinnen? Handeln? Na, reden. Pitchen. Now we can burn the cathedral down, right? It's there you're heading, ain't it? To give the order? No, we burn nothing down. We protect local architecture and execute arsonists. That's what we do. Got it? Well, I mean, you ordered everyone who so much as sniffled to be dragged there, didn't you? Locked them up, let them stew, didn't you? Stands to reason, I think. The only thing left to do is burn the place down and be done with the stinking sand pest. I ordered suspicious people there, not the sick, to be tended to, not locked up. And don't get me started on the rest of your ideas. Give you people an inch of rope. The folks and I have some kerosene for you. Need it? No. Go home and lock yourself in. geht ja alles schief. Orderly number... question mark. Keine Ahnung, was die zwei Wörter sind. Pankrat Lekobor, bachelor. Can't be damned to remember my number. We got two sorts of trouble here, and I don't know which is worse. Firstly, the steppe people abandoned their camp behind the cathedral yesterday. The ones who stayed are preparing a funeral of some sorts. Secondly, the judge has kindly gone off his rockers, cancels your quarantine measures, and I think he harbors an infected person too. Oh, das ist sein Name. Pankrat Likobor. A funeral? Who are they planning to bury? One of their lot, I suppose. Been all over the stone yard looking for you. The soldiers reminded them of their place. I see. I'll pay them a visit. Is the judge home? He's home, in the workshop, up the stairs and to the left. And don't forget them steppe people, too. Just follow the footpath by the cathedral, go through the apple tree garden, you'll see the place, or at least the smoke from their fires. I'll have a word with the judge first. The judge is actively sabotaging my efforts in fighting the sand pest. Ja, das Gefühl kriege ich auch. Oriole. So, Dankowski, did you find that thief of yours? What thief? This night, a disheveled man broke into Judge Kane's house, kicked up quite a racket. He begged the judge to hide him from you, pleaded for justice. Everyone assumes he stole something from you. Ich meine, wir sind ja, also wir als der Bachelor sind ja eigentlich komplett psychisch im Eimer. Wir haben ja keinerlei Erinnerung an die vorherigen Tage, die passiert sind, bis auf ein paar Ausnahmen anscheinend, wenn wir sagen, wir haben das und das befohlen oder veranlasst. Aber so lovely of him to go straight to a judge after that. It's nice to see people of high moral values. Nightjar. So will medicine be delivered by you now? I need spirits. Resources are distributed by the headquarters under the judge's supervision. Haven't you been informed? So what of it? Wasn't it you who ordered the drugstore locked up? Us common folk are afraid to go there, never mind that it's on the outskirts. No meds in the headquarters, no meds in possession, and them soldier lads won't give us none. So how do we get better? Ain't God's way, this. I never gave such an order. They're abusing their power. Thank you for voicing your concern. The drugstore. Okay, aber wir müssen zuerst... Wow.
The noon has come.
Oh shit.
The world has changed, bringing new opportunities.
Oh no. Zeit läuft uns jetzt schon davon. There's something strange going on at the bridge square. Ich sehe ein paar Mimes da. Sind das Würfelbewegungen? Merkwürdig. Tragedian. Here comes Bachelor Dankovsky, the man who failed to defeat death. How do you know? We know all about you. We know what you did yesterday and what you're going to do tomorrow. Really? Well, what did I do yesterday? Yesterday, stuffed our houses chock full of refugees from across the river, forbidding them to go outside, robbed our wardrobe department and dressed your medical staff as mourners, judged the judge. Go on, go on. Turned the cathedral into an isolation ward, the crucible into the headquarters, the polyhedron an ark, assigned sentries and hit the cot at dawn. Anyone can make predictions like these. All my actions are public. Everything will be decided this evening, Excellency. A terrible appointment is in store for you, and you will not emerge from it victorious. Indeed, we do know the key to victory, but alas, it will be of no use to Bachelor Dankovsky. Why is that? Only a man with an open heart can overcome such an adversary. So, if I had a softer heart, you'd teach me how to win this duel? Maybe, possibly, but it's useless to explain to a heartless man. Take heart, Excellency, if you ever find it, that is, and then come back to us, even though it all sounds like a rather implausible turn of events. An outbreak doesn't seem like a good time to become soft-hearted, but I'll keep your words in mind. The tragedians believe that I have no heart. Ist das das? Ah, das ist das richtige Haus. Was seid ihr? Committee clerk. Doctor, would you mind settling an argument of ours? You are, after all, an outsider in this town, with a clear head and a fresh outlook. We've been arguing over the reasons for the sand plague outbreak. You would, of course, agree that it happened in this particular town for a reason, wouldn't you? Hm. Ich meine, die Gründe können natürlich sein, dass es eine Town ist, wo sich mehrere Menschen zusammensammeln, aber this particular town could have happened anywhere. As a matter of fact, this town is nothing but a machine, produced to challenge the limits of human potential and our ideas of how people connect to each other, our very relationship with nature. For more than a century, the three families ruling us have been running such experiments on the local population. You found yourself in a utopia. Mann, das ist nichts, was wir jetzt in dieser Situation als rationaler Arzt berücksichtigen wollen, oder? Don't you have better things to do? Your job is to keep tabs on anything alarming. Don't tell me nothing suspicious happened overnight. Exactly, Bachelor. Not a single alarm. Nothing suspicious. All thanks to your iron will and the strict measures you enforced. The disease has remained across the river. Here, it's all clear. Anyone who felt weak or unwell was led to the cathedral, but it's obvious that none of them were infected. So, will you settle our argument? What is the argument? Alright, I'm all ears. As for the relationship with nature, we are rebelling against it. No wonder it pushes back. The steppe people live as though they're in a primeval time reverse, like stone axes have yet to be invented, worshipping bulls, talking to herbs. They don't even have a real language. It's all bol bol this and gur gur that. And yet for some reason we allow them here. But they do have a language, and a rather beautiful one at that. What about the sacrifices? I'll have you know they still make those. It's simply wrong to entangle different ages within the same space is all. Their age is different. Our time is broken. It's crippled, Bachelor. They've come from the past, so release them. Let them return to the earth they hold so dear. Let them leave. Is someone holding them here? Someone is. Our rulers. They have embedded the steppe people into this town, carved them into its warm flesh. This isn't a town, it's an honest-to-God minotaur, a chimera, and chimeras have remarkably short lifespans and bad health. Can you breed a snake and a crane? You can, yes, but the progeny won't live long. Oh, das ist Mann, das ist eine gute. Das ist eine gute Antwort. Have you ever seen a mule? This is an impossible town, bachelor. You can't just have your cake and eat it. Can't mix oil and water. Can't connect similarly charged magnet poles. Or rather, you can, but only by force. And as soon as that force falters, it's all going to be shredded to pieces. We are abusing nature. You need a sociologist, not a medical scientist. I'm not sure if biological principles are applicable here. Ja, wir haben andere Probleme im Moment. Zum Beispiel, what the fuck Georgie Kane is doing, die ganzen Leute freizulassen. Doorkeeper. The judge has lost his mind, bachelor. He denies the obvious, claims that the epidemic is still here. He denies the obvious, claims that the epidemic is still here. Und trotzdem sagt er den Leuten, es ist vorbei. What? If what you're saying is true, why the hell is the judge doing what he is doing? Why is he canceling my orders? I know very little. The judge is a brilliant mind. Master used to be extremely shrewd and conscientious. Help him, doctor. Perhaps pills or leeches are in order. A bloodletting, maybe. Just let me in. The judge is seemingly the only person around who doesn't believe that the outbreak has been curbed. Ja, und dennoch verhält er sich so, als wäre alles vorbei. Ja, Georgie Kane. Mit dir werden wir jetzt mal ein ernstes Wörtchen reden. Und zwar nächstes Mal. Die Glocke läutet. Wir sind sehr verwirrt und haben keine Ahnung, was irgendjemand hier überhaupt will. Ich bedanke mich fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal.